it going? Welcome to Redski's Righteous Readings. I am Redsky. I hope everyone's well. So we're continuing on with our star sign readings for the month of July. So I thought I'd jump on and bang out a few more so we can get through these July readings. So I've just cut the cards in three. I was just fiddling around with some decks. Plus, I realised in the last few readings that I've done, I did not do the wicker cards. I wanted to include them into part of the reading, so I may do that for this one and the rest of them moving forward. And the signs that I've already done that didn't get their wicker cards included in those readings, don't worry. The next readings I do, I will include some for you, okay? So that's something to look forward to in the future. These cards are absolutely gorgeous. They're not the best stock. They're like quite cheap and flimsy, but the idea and principle behind them, I absolutely love these wicker cards. They are absolutely beautiful. So, what star sign should we do today? I'm feeling a bit Scorpio-ish today, so how about we go and suss out our friend Scorpio in the water signs. So this will be Scorpio's reading for July 2020, okay? So first we're going to get you a nice wicker card, and that will give you a general idea of a feel for our July month for our Scorpio gang. So message for Scorpio for the month of July, please, spirits and guides. One wicker card for my beautiful Scorpios. What card these little babies? As light and thin as they are. 1, 2, 3. So my beautiful Scorpios, you got today for July the Sun card. So the sun is the brighter of life. Oh, sorry. The sun is the bringer of life. It is an energized, active, dynamic force whose light is necessary for well-being and makes us feel brighter, happier, and healthier. Life is automatically connected to its cycles, the seasons of the year, and the shifting rhythm of daylight. By drawing this card, you are invited to use the energies of the sun when practicing magic for personal healing, good fortune, in all areas of life, health, success, and prosperity, or for a new impulse to assist your life. You may also want to consider tailoring your activities to suit the cycle of the sun. So maybe for our month of July, during our winter, try to spend some time in the sun, Scorpio. Lovely message there. I'll just pop you over there, my darlings. I also dug out the ruins today, which is something else I have not done in a long time, whether I include them or not. I'm still looking at them, wondering. That might be something we can look into. So, messages for my Scorpio, please, July 2020. Messages for my Scorpio, please. Spirits and guides. Messages for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. These cards have really given me the itsy what's today. My children got to them and put porridge all over them the other day. And I cleaned them, and I need to talc them now. They're not coming, slipping as good as they should. Quite jagged feeling. Drives me nuts because I've got to have a good slip in my cards so they're just not flowing for me. Oi. Okay. Let's clear that out. And Scorpio, here we go, my darlings. Let's get you a nice Celtic cross start reading, and let's see what we've got coming in for you, my beautiful babes. Scorpio, please. Scorpio for July 2020. Let's begin. Spirits and guides, thank you for joining Redsky today and giving me precise, clear messages for my Scorpio gang. Messages for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of July 2020. That just popped up out of there. And another one that will want to come out. I'll explain all once the cards are revealed, my dear Scorpios. Give the Redsky a minute more. That wants to come out too. Pisces, July 2020. Take them all. They come out, they come. All right. Scorpio, the underlying energy, the bottom of the deck card for this reading is the Seven of Cups. So that's confusion. That is so many options. Just grab that duty. That's so many options that you cannot make up your mind. You don't know what's good, what's bad. There could be some possessive nature there as well. Addictive behaviours. So when you look in the cups, there's things like snakes and, you know, children. It also can be reminiscent, a card of reminiscing, thinking back on different times. Pop that little beauty over there. Okay, Scorpio, let's begin. So, in your first placement, which is you in the now, present, as I was saying, we've got the lovely Seven of Swords, the Miser of the Tarot, the Thief card. This lovely gentleman is trying to steal the swords. Even though he's got 5, he can barely hold them. He's still looking at them other two, wanting to snag them too. He's a greedy little man with big plans. Sign of deception, sneakiness. It's not the best card. It's a warning card, I would call it. It's trying to tell you that something around is not there for your highest or best reasons. They're a thief in the midst. And they've got their eye on you and what you have. They want. So in position 2, my darlings, which is your crossing, blocking, or obstacle card. So whatever is causing you some issues in the immediate present to your significant card is none other than the Ace of Cups. So the good old Ace of Cups, and it's upright. So therefore, the Ace, sorry, tickle in my throat, something shocking today. So the Ace of Cups, of course, is the new seed. It is the beginning of a cycle or a start of something new. Cups are also sort of the sign of, you know, you giving someone your cup, you're giving them your sort of your promise, your cup. So it's yes, the card is great abundance, it's fulfillment, perfection, it's joy, it's fertility, it's opulence, it's productiveness, it's beauty and pleasure, it's goodness overflowing, it's a favourable outlook. It's a seed of the beginning of good things to grow. Now, in your spot 3, which is your crowning card, goals, destiny, what's hanging immediately above you at this present time, which of course we got none other than the wonderful 10 of Swords. So that's always the flat on your back card, pretty much, that one. That's the it's one hell of a death, put it that way. I would call it overkill, actually. That's, you know, that's just me. So yeah, as I was saying, the 10 of Swords, it's ruin, it's pain, it's affliction, it's mental anguish, it's desolation, misfortune, it's disappointment. It's all them icky feelings and emotions all rolled into one big fat sword times 10. So that's immediately above you or crowning you at this time. So then we go to card 4, which is your past. Now this is your foundational past. So this is distant past. So in your distant past, so this has been well worked through and you've overcome it, and this energy now is actually leaving you. So it's no longer at the forefront of this reading. It's leaving. And you've got none other than the Page of Pentacles, which is the lovely one and only bright yellow of the tarot. So your Page of Pentacles. So, and he's in the upright as well. So that's deep concentration and application, scholarship, reflection. It could also be desire for new ideas. Is often a do-gooder. And pages are sort of them, all the pages of all the suits are fresh energy. They're young, they're rather naive, they really want to get in amongst it, but they don't really have any idea of what or how to do it. So there's a lot of ambition, not necessarily much study. There's sort of, it's a fresh energy, very fresh, very, very young energy. So then we move to the 5th position. Oops, I just moving all my bits and bobs off the table. My apologies. So now we move to card 5, which is your recent past events. So this is currently in your current in your past position. So it's still in the current. It's going to leave soon. Unlike the last past card we read, it is gone, that energy from your midst. So we have none other than the 6 of Swords for you today in position 5 of your recent past. So with the 6 of Swords, that's the water Uber. So, well, that's what we call it anyway. It's a triple journey over water usually. It's a headstrong attempt to overcome difficulties. It's an expendant manner or a success after anxiety. Well, that's when it's in upright, but because this is reversed, it's actually a stalemate. So everything I just said for it being in its upright position, because this is reversed, is the exact kind of opposite, really. So therefore, we're talking about declaration, a confession. This is an unwanted proposal, and this is a stalemate. So for position 5, recent past events, you've got some depressional issues in the background, let's just say. A declaration, confession, or unwanted proposal is coming. Well, it's in your past. It's about to leave you. So in the 6th position where we go trotting off to now, is the current energy you're feeling at the moment. And you got the Hierophant in the reverse. So the Hierophant usually in its upright, I do like to tell both meanings, like for you. Reversals, you know, not many people will read reversals. I always do, because I think all cards have like coins, they have 2 sides, depending on how you look at it. So the Hierophant normally in an upright position would be sort of, you know, religion, ritualization, mercy, kindness, forgiveness, inspiration, compassion, servitude, things of that nature. But when it is reversed, those energies then become like a foolish exercise of generosity, something silly like that, or impotence, vulnerability, frailty, unorthodox unorthodox across the board. Renunciation also comes to mind when it's in its reverse position, the Hierophant. So then we move over to none other than our lovely 7, which is your future card. So what is coming? You got the lovely one and only 6 of Cups, and you got the 7 as the ending in. I was just actually looking at that then. Yes, the 7 of Cups as the overall energy, but in this position you've got the 6 of Cups, which very much has a very similar feel to it. So the 6 of Cups is about having options. This man has some cups in front of him, plenty of cups to choose from, but he is not happy. So this is in its reversed. So Normally in the upright, it would mean memories, past influences, things that have vanished, childhood passing. It's often associated with reminiscing about the past when you were a child or very young. But when it is reversed, it goes to the future. Opportunities ahead, coming events, new vistas, plans, things of that nature. So then we move up to our lovely position 8, which is view from others. So people that are not necessarily inside the fold of this reading, what do they feel, see when they look at you from afar? So you got the, oops, sorry, I just sent it flying. The Tower in the reverse, Major Arcana. So the Tower, we know in its upright, I think everyone knows what the Tower stands for. It's divine intervention coming in and clearing away anything that is not there for your highest good. So you asked for assistance. The Tower moment is it. It just comes in and it will take care of it all for you. It will literally level it flat, right within the swish of a hand. But when it is in its reversed, it's not so much for that reason. What ends up happening is when the Tower is reversed, we end up having a continued oppression, following old ways, living in a rut, for instance, repeating of a cycle, inability to affect any worthwhile change, entrapment in an unhappy situation. You can't leave. It's repeating. Then in position 9, hopes and fears. Ooh, we got the none other than the I'm cold and want to come inside card, the 5 of Pentacles. So as you can tell by the picture, the 5 of Pentacles is you've been shut out in the cold. You want to come back inside. You want to be reunited with. You want to be a part of still. Oops, apologies. I just moved the whole table then. So this is it's loss, it's failure, it's error. It could also mean a mistress or third party in the situation. It's destitution is what that is. Now, for your position 10, which is your outlook for this spread, normally you only get 1 card. But I don't know if you noticed at the end of the spread, right before I pulled out that 7 of Cups for you at the bottom of the spread, a few cards came out. Now, we had 3, and I do not deny a tarot card when it comes out. When it's a jumper, it jumps for a reason. Nothing in Redski's world is a coincidence, my darlings. Everything happens for a reason in Redski's world. So we have a beautiful, solid 3 for you, my darlings. So, just from what I can see here, we have the 2 of Swords. Now, this card is, I always find it to be quite splitting of minds in a way, because the 2 of Swords, and this is reversed too, so in its upright, it would normally mean balance, force, harmony, and firmness, concord, affection even. But when it's reversed, it can mean duplicity, misrepresentation, dishonor, treachery, false friends, lies. It's a deceit card. It turns from its positive right round to quite a negative card, and I call this a warning card because it's not a minor arena. It's not a major arena card, so it's not big issue. But these are things you've got to keep an eye out for, Scorpio, because there's little tendencies or people in the background like this that can literally pull at the threads. And they pull enough thread and the whole tower will come down. So always be wary of mischievous little behaviours and people that have treachery like wants in your life and space. So let's continue with this outlook. So the next card that popped out and wanted to join our reading today for you, my darling Scorpios, was the Lovers. Now, Major Arcana, also for Gemini, can stand for Gemini. Now, the Lovers normally in its upright position would be love, beauty, perfection, harmony, trust, beginnings of romance, deep feelings, connection, optimism, freedom, all these wonderful lovey-dovey things. But in its reverse is failure to meet tests, unreliability, separation, frustration in love and marriage. It is interference from others, fickleness, untrustworthiness, and unwise plans. Another warning. But this is a much bigger one. Much, much bigger. Scorpio. Now your third card, again in the reverse, is the Page of Wands. Now, as I've said before, the pages are young energies coming in. Now, pages are usually, can also be messengers with messages of news for you. They are a quick flitting, they're the sort of people that come in, dump a lot of shit on you and rush off within the hour and leaving you with a pile of mess to clean up kind of thing. They are quick of movement, and they are young-minded. They're immature. They're an immature energy is what I'm trying to say. But so normally the Page of Cups in its upright would be a studious and intent person, reflective, meditative, loyal, willingness to serve and put efforts forwards for a goal or for others. Basically a helpful person, a very, very helpful person. When it's in its reversed, it means inclination, deviation, temporary distraction, seduction, a flattener, basically. So when you put them three cards, like I was just saying, the Two of Swords, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Swords also in reverse, you have some big warning there on this outcome. And there's signs of that with the Five of Pentacles, that Hierophant in reverse, and the first card, your current position, with that Seven of Swords, the Miser of the Tarot. And above you, Ten of Swords. These are warnings, and when you add these little warnings up and you look at this spread, it's a big warning, Scorpio. Be careful of this underlying energy in the background. And I believe this is what's also pointing to. You have options. Choose the right option that is for your highest and best interest, mind, body, and spirit. Don't go for the quickest, easiest thing at the time, because it will not be what's in your best interest. Sometimes the things that we fight the hardest for are the things most worthy being rewarded with. Well, that's all I really have for you today, my Scorpios. I'm going to leave it at that. That was quite a powerful reading, actually. So I think that will do for today. So I want to say thank you for joining me on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, because I am new and I'm still trying to find my feet, and any support would be greatly appreciated. So this is Redsky. Until next time, light and love, blessed be. Bye.